Okay, hi everybody. I'm gonna do an everyday look makeup tutorial. This is like an everyday, easy, on the go um, makeup tutorial. We're starting with e.l.f. Glow Spray. Everything is from the drugstore, by the way, so it's super inexpensive and cost affordable. I think the e.l.f. spray is like $6, but I already had a bunch of moisturizer on my face. I had Mari Badescu and a bunch of different of his products. The CeraVe is also my favorite for combination skin. So I just added that just to give me some added moisture on my cheeks because I get super dry on my cheeks for some reason. I don't know why. So nice up close of my face. But now we have Cheek Heat by Maybelline. This stuff is pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of like the higher end dupe of a stain type of blush. But what we're going to do today, what I actually like to do a lot of times with stuff like this is I like to pat it in with my finger and I like to just go on the top of my cheekbones. As you can see, I'm applying it and just tapping it in. And I really like this rosy color because because it is drugstore, I don't think the pigment is like extremely intense. It's just kind of like this dewy kind of pink finish that I like. And we're going to go ahead and do that on the other side as well. And also, because of it is a cream, the formula actually is a little bit, I don't want to say liquidy. It's definitely not liquidy, but it takes a minute to dry. So I just like to pat it in where, on the top of my cheekbones and just pat, 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 get that off my face because that didn't look right. And just on the tops of my cheekbones. I don't want to go too much in the center of my face. A lot of people like to do the apples of their cheeks, and I don't really like to do that for like a natural, not an everyday thing. I have a pretty oval face, so I actually like to extend it a little bit farther. So yeah, so as it dries down, what I've noticed is this formula, it actually gets more subdued. It actually doesn't, when it hits the air, it doesn't get darker or anything like that. It tames down, which is actually pretty cool. I actually really like that. Now this is pretty cool. We're gonna do a Neutrogena sheer powder. Well, I'm still trying to dry it. You can see. But coming up next is the Neutrogena sheer powder that I found. It's just a mineral powder, and what I like about mineral powders is that it actually is very easy to color match, and also it's better for your skin. So it's just a loose powder foundation. It's not very expensive. I found this and I was like, let's play with it. I have no idea if this was going to match my skin or not. I just kind of picked something that I thought would match my skin. I also picked up an e.l.f. Kabuki brush. It's pretty big. It was like $6 or something like that, so it's not too bad. Go ahead and put the powder in the lid and the Kabuki brush. I think everybody knows, how to use one of these. We all remember Bare Minerals from back in the day. Still love Bare Minerals, still a fan. But the reason why I'm actually rubbing this into my skin and going over top of that blush is because we're giving that inner glow, like I'm a little, flushed. I have some color to my skin already. What I like about this foundation, though, is what I found out is that it goes on really sheer and it's really, like, buildable. There's me swirling, tapping a lot of powder. I remember doing that. I was like, woo, that was a lot. But it goes on really seamless and really, really nice, actually, because I don't really like the look of like foundation all over my face. Kind of makes me feel uncomfortable, and I just like that natural kind of look. And this actually was like a massage on my face. I haven't done this in such a long time. It was really nice, actually. So just kind of buff it all over your face. And the Kabuki brush is super soft. It's really, really big too. So, I mean, it really covered, and it didn't take very long to get some coverage, and just enough. It wasn't covering too much, but you can see the blush just kind of blends in. It's not too crazy. Just blends in. I'm not pressing hard either. I'm just kind of letting it fluff on my face, The matching, matching looks pretty good to me. The foundation looks pretty good to me. Now, this is not drugstore. This is Benefit Browsing. Benefit Brows products are literally like my favorite. I like to go into the wax that I'm showing you right now. I had a botched job of my eyebrows being waxed a while ago, and still haven't recovered from that. But I like to go in with the wax, and then I go in with the powder. And again, I like really natural looks. I'm not trying to over define anything or make my eyebrows look like they're somebody else's, because I don't have naturally thick eyebrows. I'm not trying to pretend that I have thick, huge, awesome supermodel eyebrows when I don't. So I'm just enhancing what I have and kind of making it look a little bit more even, because I have some choppiness in there. And as you can see, it evens out pretty nicely. There's a choppy bit. We're going to go ahead and take some powder, and I'm just going to kind of buff that out. I love the Benefit pencil too that came with this little kit. I have no idea. Most of the time I don't even pay attention to those little brushes, but it's perfect. The mirror's perfect. The compact is perfect. And you can see it just opens up my eye when I do my eyebrows, and it kind of gives my overall face an entire look that I'm just awake and more uniform, I guess. But we're going to do the same to the other side. And this is just the wax again. Don't mind my little blemishes on my forehead. That's always fun, right, ladies? Ladies and gents. And then I'm just kind of brush stroking up toward the middle, because I don't want that middle part to be way too defined. I would look crazy with like super thick brows right there. But the color content of the Benefit brow, the color is just perfect for my eyebrows, and I love it so much. I don't think I'm ever going to do anything. I don't think I'm ever going to, do anything else other than Benefit probably for my eyebrows. So next I got these Revlon pots. This is like a darker shade of brown. I'm going to use my fingers actually. This is supposed to stay on 24 hours. We'll see. But this is just like a darker brown, and let's see what it looks like. Here's a little swatch for you. It definitely is a little splotchy, but why not? I actually like using my hands for eyeshadow, especially for every day, because I just don't want to be bothered with a brush for every single color that I'm going to use and contour my eye with and yada, yada, yada. So using a uniform color that's a pretty neutral brown like this one, you can just kind of put on your lid, give your lid some darkness and contour it super easy, and have a really pretty effect on your eye. I think this color would work for a lot of people. It's very subtle, but it's also just enough. So it looks like you have something on, and just, just enough. So I just put it on right on my lid, like closer to my eyelash. And I really want to concentrate a lot of that brown there. And then what I want to do is with the rest of the eyeshadow is I'm trying to push it up just a little bit, just so I can get a little bit more of that blended look. So you can kind of see me pushing it up with my finger just lightly, just like that. Yep, I like it. Just adding a little bit more onto this lid. I really like the consistency, actually. It really was easy to blend out. And it felt really good on my eyes. And then I'm going to take my clean finger, as you can see, that one, which is really hard to just put up one. But I'm just going to just kind of, I don't know, blend in the upper part of my eyelid where my eyebrow meets the eyeshadow too, just to blend it. But as you can see, it's like really blended and easy. It's nothing over. And I just have a really whatever pencil. It's just an angle brush, a small angle brush. And I'm just taking a little bit on my angle brush, going from the outer corner, going halfway in, and just swiping it through. And what that does, you don't want to do it on the waterline, but you want to do it right where your eyelashes come out, right where you see your eyelashes. And you just do a nice little swoop. Super simple. Right where your eyelashes are, and that just gives you a natural effect and just helps pop your eyes open just a slight bit, not too much, just a little bit. And as you can see, it did that. I also got another one. This is just like the rose color. It's by Revlon too. My mom's in the background with my son. He just woke up. And I wanted to play around with this, just putting it in my inner corner. And because I have Asian eyes, I normally like to put it right below where I put my eyeliner and rubbing it right in the corner just to open up my eye a little bit more and just kind of blending it through the rest of the shadow. And as you can see, it definitely gave it some different color, a different highlight. It's kind of fun. It's pretty. And as I suspected, it's really not that pink when it goes on my skin because my skin is darker and I like it. And again, I'm just using my finger and just helping it blend up and around my eye just to open up that inner corner just for funsies. It's so natural, like you can barely see it. It just gives it almost like a little bit of a highlight. Even if you want to use this color all over your lid just for another every single day eye look, you know, just to throw on there for fun, it would just open up your eye, give it a little bit of color because it's rosy. It's really fun, actually. I like it. Yeah. Don't mind my little hairs also because I just had a baby, so they're growing back. Lash Paradise by L'Oreal mascara has been my favorite forever, so I'm just going to go ahead and smack this on my face. There's Grayson. He just woke up. Yeah, I actually always bend my mascara wand slightly just so I don't know, I feel like it helps me like create some leverage with my eyelashes versus the mascara wand. So I can push my lashes up if I want to a little bit more and have a little bit more control. Also, what I like about it is if you can see, it's not touching the bridge of my nose. It's not close to the bridge of my nose when I go to the other eye. So it's kind of just easier and faster, I think. But I took some of my eyelash extensions off and I'm lacking some eyelashes, so it doesn't look as full and long. But I love this mascara. If you guys have not tried this yet, this mascara is my fave. And it's so cost effective. So we are definitely finishing up the video. I really like this look. NYX Butter Gloss, one of my favorites, all-time favorites, will always be my favorite. I hope they never ever discontinue it. This stuff goes on like butter. It's like a thicker formula. It feels super moisturizing and good on the lips. It has all sorts of different neutral colors. The gloss is popping, but it's not like shiny, shiny, shiny. It just gives you just enough. So we're just doing kind of like a neutral look today. I love it. It just blends in with my lip color. So definitely every day. Definitely just giving a little pop. Then I found this Wet n Wild Photo Finish Matte Spray. I get oily, so I just want to try this out. And then a little fan it off. Fan, and I got this fan, I think it was on Amazon. Love this thing. Look at my little baby hairs growing back. Don't mind me, y'all. I love it. I think it looks awesome. It's every single day. Yes, baby hairs are definitely growing back fast. There's my mom with my son. I told her, does he want to be in the video? She's like, I'll try to get him out. She's having a little trouble, but look, she got him. There's Grayson. He's seeing what I'm doing. He's like, ah, I've never. What are you doing, Mom? What are you doing there? Look at me showing off my babe. And he's like, what in the heck are you doing? Poor babies. He just started crawling and he is into everything. Oh my gosh, he is so freaking crazy. But it's so interesting seeing your kid explore and they're so curious. I love it. So curious. Well, guys, I hope you like this video. Thank you. Have a great day.